The flickering glow of the monitor cast an eerie light on Lucy's face as she leaned in closer, her breath fogging in the unseasonably warm room of the old community center. The equipment had captured the same anomaly, a distorted silhouette hovering just at the edge of the frame, multiple times. Each time they ventured out, different locations in the ghostly town of Eldermoss, the figure would appear, its form both familiar and unsettling. "Did you see that?" Eric whispered, his voice barely audible over the hum of the machinery. He pointed to the monitor where the shadows stretched and flickered like a dying flame. Lucy nodded, unease gnawing at her insides. On the trails of their investigation, they had heard whispers of a curse, a reminder of the past that the town's residents carried like a cross, but none wanted to confront. "We shouldn't have come here again," she thought, resisting the instinct to pack up and leave. The next location was a dilapidated house on Ashworth Hill, where ivy climbed the walls like skeletal fingers. The stale air inside felt thick, almost clammy, and the unmistakable scent of damp wood hung heavily around them. As they set up the cameras, a movement in the periphery caught Lucy's attention, a fleeting shadow that darted just beyond their line of sight. "Look," she exclaimed, but when they turned, nothing remained but the creaking floorboards and the distant caw of a raven perched high on a dark tree outside the window. It was just them, she reminded herself, and the recordings of when the anomaly took shape. With each passing hour, however, the air thickened and the conversations grew hushed. The small sounds of their equipment, a click here, a whir there, began to warp, echoing strangely in the corners of the empty room, almost tauntingly. Eric flicked through the footage, his brow knitted with worry. "It's almost like it knows we're watching," he murmured, his voice thick with frustration and fear. They had come to document the paranormal, yet they found themselves at the mercy of something beyond their understanding. As the night deepened, they gathered for one last recording session, the shadows of the house holding their breath. Suddenly, a chill rushed through the room, enough to make Lucy shiver. Even the air turned frigid, the moisture condensing around them, effectively silencing their breath. Then came the climax, the moment that would be branded into their memories forever. The screen flickered violently, revealing not just the silhouette, but a face, a visage twisted in despair and yearning. The eyes, hollow and dark, seemed to bore into their souls. "Help me," the figure mouthed, and Lucy felt a crushing weight in her chest, as if the air itself were pleading for release. Lucy stumbled backward, knocking her recording device to the ground, where it shattered into pieces. The whispers grew louder, wrapping around the team like vines, urging them to leave. With shaking hands, they scrambled toward the exit, dragging their fear behind them, the dark figure watching with a gaze that promised nothing good, a silent reminder that they might never escape the curse of Eldermoss. As they stepped outside, the air lightened, but the sense of wrongness clung to them like a shadow. The recordings from the night had vanished from their equipment, leaving no evidence of what had transpired. In their hearts, they knew one truth: some places are meant to be forgotten, and some ghosts will never let you go. They left Eldermoss behind, yet the memory of that hollow gaze would forever haunt them, like a chilling wind that whispered their names in the dark.